Young Arshiya, born in 2010 from Agartala, Tripura, takes on Ortik Nigmatov from Uzbekistan. If you look at the position, right now Arshiya has two extra pawns that are on h2 and g3. Is this position winning or is it a draw? The players played for many moves. You can see that Arshiya tries to bring her king in. Of course, the rooks cannot be traded because then white wins the pawn endgame. So Arshiya is trying to bring her king closer there, but Ortik has somehow managed to create some kind of a blockade, and now the rook moves in on the third rank, not letting the king move up. And at some point Arshiya lost her patience. She lost a pawn and you can see her face there. She's not happy with what has happened because now the position is drawn. Black is giving checks to the white king and the position seems like now it's drawn. She's still trying to figure out if she can win in any way, but that does not seem to be likely, and she moves her king to f5. Ortik about to give a check, offers a draw because it has been a repetition several times, and Arshiya there agrees to a draw. So this position that we have on the board right now is drawn. The way it is drawn is, let's say after rook c2 you go rook a8. This is an important move because after king c3 you give a check, king d4 you give a check. Now I'll keep checking, so you need to block, but once you block I come down and I win this very important pawn here, and then that rook endgame is drawn. In the game, if you see, rook d8 was played. Now this allowed Arshiya to come closer with her king, rook d7, rook d2, rook e7, and now she made a mistake with king c2. If instead she had played her king to d3, now this is winning, as after rook e8, rook e2. And if you look at the same position now, what has happened is the king has come to the f file, and now with the blockade, if black tries to win the pawn here, g4 is already a winning endgame. On the other hand, if right now rook a4, then after king g5, king takes h2, g4, white is winning. The move king c2 was a bit too slow, and this allowed black to now block down the third rank, and this was very important, and white could not manage to make progress here. In the end, the game was drawn by the rook just staying here, white unable to make headway, and a pawn was lost, and the game ended in a draw. One very nice moment in the game was here when black played king f8 and Arshiya found a very nice move with white. So you can pause the video and try to figure out white to play. What would you do here? So your queen is under attack, but Arshiya found this beautiful move, rook takes f7. If you take with the king, then I have rook f1 coming in, and this is curtains because king e8 is met with queen takes g8. So the queen took the rook, but after queen takes d8, she managed to liquidate into this very nice endgame. I don't know if she should have taken here, but still this endgame was pretty interesting. In the end, she drew the game, but let's have a look at what the girl has to say. She was interviewed by Aditya at the venue after the draw.
So Arshiya, thank you so much for being here after such a strong game. So tell us about the game.
The game was winning, but I have a rook, king and double pawns, and my opponent has a rook and the king, but it was winning. I can't handle this position, so it becomes a draw.
So what did you think, what went wrong? I mean, we were analyzing the game in our minds, and we were seeing that it's a winning position. So, and we were seeing your expressions that you know that there was a moment that you were thinking, were you thinking that the opponent will resign or something?
Yes.
You were thinking, and as he was not, because he was also getting frustrated because he has made some bad moves, and you could understand that. So how did you tackle it, that okay, he is not resigning, he is playing on, he is pushing, and he is going for a draw? What was that like?
I thought that it was my winning position, so no worries played. And if I made somehow blunders, it can be draw, but not my losing. That's why I played not hardly. I played losing.
Okay, yesterday I spoke to Parnali and she told me you had a round with her and she mentioned about you that it was a very strong round. So I mean today also you had a very strong round with an IM who is over 1000 points above you. So how when you saw that you are going to face so strong players, how do you prepare yourself?
I didn't prepare. I just thought that it was bigger than me with age and rating. So I thought play like that. We have to play. But if I got lower rated than me, then I have some pressure. I have to prepare. And upper rating, I don't care it. I
Okay.
just play.
Okay, but this is already a good start for you. A draw with such a strong player. So what are your future plans with chess?
I want to be in WGM with rating upper than 2600 and becomes a super grandmaster.
Wow. Who is training you right now?
I take training from Killer Chess Training, Jacob Agart from Scotland, and Prashanjit Datta sir and Shaptaji sir.
Okay, and so what are your expectations from this tournament?
I want to gain more than rating 200, then become a WCM in here, and I want to do points like 9 points and then above, like 9.5.
Amazing. And back in Tripura, do you have a good chess culture? What is the culture there?
Yes, it is going now because in the last year we have two, three rating tournaments, and we are planning to do more.
Okay. We wish you all the very best.
Thank you.